appreciated. So please keep that going into this section as we welcome our fourth act to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please get up for Samuel Mwaura!
Thank you very much. Good evening, Atta! Thank you very much for coming. It's great to be here. Now, my name is Samuel Mwaura. Yeah, I just throw in my exotic names there just to let you know that I'm a savage immigrant from Bongoland. Any UK people in the house? Nigel Farage here? So we wouldn't actually have any problem at all with Nigel Farage in Bongoland, right? The only problem is that we're not really used to fancy names like Nigel, right? Nigel. Yeah? So we just call him Nigo, right? That suits him actually. He's a bit of a niggling politician, isn't it? But that happens everywhere, doesn't it? Everywhere you go, you know, if you're a foreigner, people never get your name right. People never get your name right. People call me Mwaura, for example. And Mwaura is the Irish version of Mary. Can you imagine that? Who wants to marry with a black mamba? Tell you something else about myself. In Bongoland, we hunt baby elephants for food. Yeah, baby elephants are really delicious. Elephant kidneys, right? We eat everything. Elephant kidneys taste exactly the same. I've figured this out since I've been in Glasgow. Elephant kidneys taste like a deep fried Mars bar. I kid you not, that's all you get down the road in Gallowgate. So I work at a hunter center for entrepreneurship. And by the way, yeah, there's all my colleagues there. So my elephant hunting skills don't help me at all. You know, my job at the hunter center, it's not the center for hunters, right? There are similarities. There are similarities because entrepreneurship is a humongous subject. It's a mammoth, right? And the thing is with entrepreneurship is it's such a broad, massive thing that you can study anything you want under entrepreneurship. One famous professor, an American, said that researching entrepreneurship is like hunting the heffalump, right? And he's a very good, you know, like story of my life. I've degenerated from hunting real elephants in the jungle, right, to hunting heffalumps in the library. My ancestors would obviously be very proud. But the thing is with entrepreneurship, with that massive scope, you know, allowing you to sort of study anything you want, right, it allows a lot of opportunities to study a whole host of things. So we just finished a little research project which we titled Money, Midgets and Wankers, right? That's entrepreneurship research. But it's a very interesting subject actually, because it's about something that's very important for the UK economy. It's about small businesses and the financing problems they have with banks, right? And here's the problem we identified. So we went to talk to small businesses, asking about their, you know, the kind of problems they're having obtaining finance, right? And they told us that 90% of them are not able to secure financing from banks. We're thinking, that's outrageous, that's extreme size, 90% rejection, right? How do they sleep at night, bloody wankers? And you sort of think, not very well if the one got all bloody, right? Or Greg's tried it. But it's a serious problem, it really is. So, you know, because these little midgets, right, employ 8 million people in the UK. 8 million people, including some people in the audience, like my wife. And so we went around, we need to get to the bottom of this problem. We can't have banks, you know, rejecting 90% of small businesses. How do they expect this economy to grow? So we went across to the bankers, right, wankers, right, making sure we don't shake their hands, right? I'm not shaking a hand for bloody wanker. I don't want that stuff in my hands. Right, so here's what told us, it surprised us actually. They told us that actually they accept 90% of all loan applications they receive. 90%. You're thinking, well, that doesn't make any sense, does it? You got midgets on the one hand, tiny little midgets claiming that 90% of them get rejected. And on this other side, you got bloody wankers, bloody bonus-hogging wankers, claiming, you know, that they grant financing to 90% of applicants. So we're like, no, we need to get to the bottom of this paradox, we need to unravel this paradox. So what we did was, we deployed me, right, as as a tiny little African midget trying to get along. Yeah, that's what we did. So put together a nice little business plan, you know, me being a little midget, right? Elephant eating midget. Got into a little suit, you know, I bought it from my neighbor, I haven't got any suits. And went to the bank, right? It made me feel a zillion forms asking every tiny little detail. Have you ever bought a pint on your credit card? Of course, yes, when I was a student. No, a lot of people have done that tonight. So I filled the form, right? And this banker, you know, made me wait over there. The nerves are coming in. I'm starting to feel bad about this, right? And he approaches me, looking all smug with these ivory glasses. I'm thinking, those are from my elephants. Then he ushers me into an office and says, his drugs, pulls down his tiny little ivory glasses to the tip of his nose. So it's kind of long, actually. And he says to me, looking over the rim, which made me think he should never have gone to Specsavers 15 in the bloody glasses. And he says to me, we analyze all applications very carefully, Samuel. And what we've done today is three things, right? We've run your application through our system. I've consulted a colleague, but ultimately I've made this decision based on my 20 years of experience stereotyping. He didn't even stop there. So he said, so we're not going to be giving you a loan today. And by the way, before I finish, I don't think your restaurant idea is going to go very far if your flagship meal is called poo poo. So I lost it, and all my Africanness came back. Telling him it's not poo poo, you muppet, it's fufu. Fufu is a good African meal. Fufu make you strong. And then also, when I obviously discovered these guys are the stereotyping fufu fighter, right? That reminded me of the real Foo Fighters. You know, so I jumped on the table, right? Got the rope rolling, you know, I'm a Foo Fighter now. Yeah, got the rope coming in, and I grabbed an imaginary mic and went like this. What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say you're the pretender? What if I say I will never surrender? Thank you. Yeah, that was the hair, by the way. Right, rock and roll, baby. It didn't work. I still didn't get the loan. So what I did then was, you know, I left the bank all dejected, angry, you know, very angry, and I decided I'll take it upon myself, right, to tell all small businesses from job growth to frigging landed in Cornwall, like, don't bother, my brother, don't bother apply for a loan. But those bankers, bloody wankers, are bad people. They never give you loan to any midget. They never give loan to any midget. Bad people. And then I got home, because, you know, I'd obviously sang that, you know, I was never going to surrender, right? I told my wife about it, and she said, hey, you gotta try again. You know, because the problem we identified was, obviously, that, you know, if you apply to the bank straight, you have all these stereotyping problems and everything. So she said, why don't you try and apply online? Oh, that's a good idea, because obviously the computer is going to make an objective assessment of the facts that I've provided in my application, right? So I did that. Got online, I'm feeling good about this one, right? The first thing you do is obviously enter your name, so surname, enter my name, Mwaura. You know, next line, first name Samuel, middle name Mbugua, right? And I'm feeling good about this one. Click next. The next page loads, and the computer has auto-corrected my names to Mary somehow bogus. Like, Mary somehow, not even totally bogus, right? Like, somehow bogus. Now, how racist is that? Like, seriously, computer has automated my name to Mary somehow bogus. I couldn't believe it. So again, I went out and, you know, I made it my project now. This is my new enterprise, to go around telling everybody, you know, in shopping malls and all that. I managed to get into a big Sainsbury's to you know, tell the manager not to apply for a loan. They reminded me they're a massive, big company, right? But I told everybody, my brother, my sister. I tell you now, even computers are racist. Racist, bloody wankers. Then somebody said, oh, robots don't actually have any blood, do they? How are they bloody wankers? So I tried to give up on this whole, being a midget thing, trying to set up a business, and decided I was going to go back to my research job and write this whole thing down. The story we found was actually, the 90% rejection, 90% acceptance wasn't actually like that. So both small businesses and the wankers were right in this sense. 90% of small businesses believe they're going to be rejected, because I obviously told them. And so they don't bother to apply. For the ones that apply, for the few that apply, 90% of them manage to get a loan, right? But if you're out there with a business idea, an ethnic restaurant, and your flagship meal, your flagship dish is called fufu, you're not going to go very far, are you? Thank you very much, Atta people. I've been Good night.